All right, welcome you guys to an energy check-in. Today is September the 25th. It's 9:10 a.m. on the clock. Planetary hour of the sun. All right, in transit today we have Moon in Scorpio all day. All right, we've got Venus in Virgo with a biquintal over to Pluto in Aquarius in retrograde. The Moon is at a semi-sextile over to Mercury in Libra. Sesquiquadrate over to Saturn, sesquiquadrate over to Neptune, both of those in retrograde. Semi-squared over to the Sun, trined over to North Node Pisces, quintile to Pluto and Aquarius in retrograde, and a quintile to Venus in Virgo. All right, 1 second here. All right, so looking at the clock, it's 9:11. Look like the following transits happening at 10:36 a.m. with the Venus biquintile over to Pluto in Aquarius. All right. I've got everything out here. We're going to see what's going on. Welcome in, everybody. Feeling like starting off with Oracle of the Radiant Sun. The Sun is at, what, 2 degrees of Libra right now? 2 degrees and 43 minutes. The Sabian symbol speaks about the dawn of a new day and everything changed. Says the reformulation of eternal energy. Every breath is another beginning to yet another unique expression of life. And then the Moon in Scorpio is at 13 degrees and 58 minutes. We're looking at the 14th degree here. Telephone line networking. Creating interactive networks of cooperation and communication is an essential aspect of building community. All right. Let's see what comes out. Rise and shine, you guys. All right, so I see Saturn in Scorpio's energy here with inheritance, or where your Scorpio placements are. The Moon in Scorpio, obviously, will be trining over to that North Node in Pisces, so this is all part of your destiny. All right, it looks like Mercury is here, so I'm seeing the 8th and the 2nd house is in opposition. There could be denote work pertaining to communication, transportation, travel. All right, local communities. Let's see. Saturn in Pisces is here. We're going to be seeing a trine over to that energy as well by tomorrow. I believe it's the 26th. We're going to be seeing a lot of trines as well. Yeah, they're trine over to Jupiter in Cancer, trines over to Saturn in Pisces, and a trine over to Neptune in Aries once we ingress into that Moon in Sag. All right, but right now we're dealing with the inheritance, some sort of resistance, and loss. Okay, and then we have Mars and Gemini here with having to make a decision. I'm seeing overall the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. All right, so that's a very heavy energy speaking about financial advice. All right, emotional loss, and there could be heated arguments or some sense of disagreements that are taking place with Mars's energy. All right, there's a lot of restriction or discipline taking place as well in water energies. Let's see what's going on. Welcome in, Sage. And then I see Mercury in Scorpio. All right, so there could be someone coming at you to the extreme. All right, in a very communicative type of way. This could involve a lot of deep emotional feelings, jealousy, envy. I don't know. It's just kind of giving like a deceptive type of vibe. Maybe you're in this enthusiastic type of environment where you have the Sun in Sag, you're tapped into your spirituality, higher knowledge, and you're having some sort of achievement here. All right. Let's get into the tarot. Show me the energy of the inheritance. So I'm seeing quincunx energies here with Gemini to Scorpio, trine energy with Scorpio over to Pisces, sextile energy with Pisces over to Taurus. All right, and then the opposition as well with Scorpio over to Taurus. Let's see what it is. All right, King of Cups energy heavy on the Pisces right now. That's where we're seeing the trine with the North Node in Pisces. The Page of Cups. Emotionally, there might have to be a sense of maturity that takes place here from the Page to the King of Cups. All right, or from the King to the Page of Cups, should I say. There could definitely be lots of emotional immaturity happening right now. All right, Justice is here, so there is some way or somehow seeking some sort of balance overall. Could be in connection of relationships, partnerships. I'm seeing the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, and where we will see it in a trine tomorrow with Jupiter. So we're going to put that out there. All right, there could be something successful that takes place in connection to your lover, or making a decision about your lover and how you're going to be successfully moving forward with that person. I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles. There's definitely a sense of authority in the energy overall with Mars and Capricorn here. Could be third-party situations involved as well. And then I'm seeing the Hermit come out at the end. All right, so there could be a reflection period. There could be seeking guidance, getting wise advice from an elder. Could be of significance in making whatever decision is meant to come up here. All right, the Fool card, it's meant to, I would imagine, push you into a brand new beginning overall. Uranus's energy there in Gemini, which we're going to be seeing the opposition with the Moon in Sag tomorrow opposing Uranus in Gemini, which is also currently now in retrograde as well. There's a lot of reviewing going on here. I got a fire sign coming out with the King of Wands. We have Neptune and Chiron in the sign of Aries. Nothing's happening in Leo. We only have Vesta and Sag. So this could definitely be about bringing your imagination to your reality. All right, there's a lot of core wound healing, and then there's also tapping in and sacrificing and devoting for others spiritually. Eight of Swords. You could be impressing a lot of people with your knowledge at this time, even if you're spending a lot of time behind doors. There could be a lot of thinking going on with this Jupiter and Gemini energy. Maybe there may seem to be a sense of self-entrapment, okay? Ten of Wands, overcoming heavy burdens, and I'm seeing here Eight of Pentacles, putting in a lot of hard work. I like it. There's a whole overall energy here of learning how to deal with your emotions, bringing that back into balance, where you're seeing wins in connection to romantic situations, where you're gaining authority over your energy, as well as how you're reflecting on what you've learned or what you've been guided to see, should I say. All right. King of Wands is giving me wisdom and knowledge, being seen as a leader, overcoming self-entrapment, overcoming burdens, and learning how to work really, really hard, even through situations where you're experiencing loss, resistance. If there seems to be restriction around inheritances, having to make heavy decisions that could cause arguments, and then understanding when not to go to the extreme, okay? So again, that's why I see the sun in Sagittarius and the sun in Capricorn here. You're like elevating. It's kind of what it feels like with the energy of the sun from the 8th house, or should I say the 9th house to the 10th house, right? You're having like a major achievement, especially if you're in the energy of being like seen as a leader. There could be a lot of quarrels taking place right now where you have to kind of like be on the defense, all right? Don't show the sense of anger or rebelliousness, should I say, okay? Because the excitement is only behind the manipulation that's meant to take place here, right? So you can kind of feel it in the energy. I just feel like just laugh it off. You know what I mean? The only way that you're going to bring something into order is to focus more so on your fortune and where you're supposed to be having your focus at this time. And that's 5th house energy. So anything that is involving your happiness, things that you get self-creative with. If you're focused more so on children as well, that could be of significance, okay? So I see the balance here in between the 5th and the 6th houses. I like it. With the energy of the sun and the moon there. All right, we're going to clarify some stuff here. What's going on in the 9th and the 10th houses with this enthusiasm and achievement? All right, maybe you're remaining optimistic. All right, focusing more so on your goals. Knowing the direction in life that you're supposed to be in here. Remaining assertive. It's giving me that type of energy. 10 of Cups, I like it. Right, so here's where you're happy. All right, let's look at the defense and the quarrel that's taking place. I'm seeing the 2nd house and the 4th house. So this could be about what you're getting creative with. If you're starting up a business, this could be having to remain assertive when it comes to obtaining your resources or your finances. And there could be a lot of quarrels happening in the home environment. It's like going head to head with a person. All right, and here's where I see Saturn in Pisces and the 6 of Swords with Mercury in Aquarius. I'm seeing you utilizing your originality, and even if you're experiencing losses, you know exactly where you need to emotionally withdraw from energies that no longer serve you or that are coming at you in that type of energy. It feels like a fight, all right? It feels like a fight. Okay, Let's look at the excitement of manipulation. So someone could be manipulating the energy and it's being exciting for them. It could be coming through communication overall with the third house being here. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune is there actually. So someone is manipulating, obviously, someone's inheritance, because the 8th house is all about the inheritances here. There's a lesson to be taught in connection to this person's manipulation and why it seems to be so exciting. They may not see it yet, but this is karma and this is a lesson that needs to be learned, okay? Yeah, it could definitely be involved who the person you're married to, if it's happening in the home environment or within a community of people. All right, it could be that they're manipulating the energy of your achievement. This is, again, that Sun in Capricorn energy, and where we just saw the Ten of Cups come out with the Sun in Sagittarius as well. So if you're like on a spiritual journey and you're seen as a leader and you're building up a business, or that's the direction that you're going in and you're happy, then it kind of looks like karma's building on whoever finds it exciting to manipulate, okay? Again, there's a lesson to be learned here, or you're meant to be seen as the teacher. Maybe this person doesn't like that. I don't know. This is a very like lusting type of energy with Venus and Aries. All right, and then I'm seeing how you're supposed to send 10 toes down on that and focus on, again, your achievement. Now let's look into the 5th and 6th houses and where you're bringing order into the fortune that's meant to come your way. So I'm seeing Judgment and your brand new beginning. I'm seeing the Star and the 5 of Pentacles. This is giving me like the ending of difficult times. All right. So I'm seeing your ascension right here. You having everything that you hope and wished for. You keeping hope and faith that everything's going to work out as it should. If you're heading down brand new beginnings, you're overcoming this sense of hardship. Okay. Like, keep your mind off of the hardship at this time. Keep focused is what I want to say. Keep yourself in order. That new moon and Virgo placement could be of significance in connection to where your fortune is meant to come in. Show me this energy. The Queen of Wands and the 8 of Wands. You got communication coming your way. Stay confident. All right, stay focused. You're looking good at what you're doing out here. Okay. Heavily focused on the 5th house energy with that Queen of Wands. The 8 of Wands is basically like communication coming from abroad, that change is coming. All right, change is coming. Now I see assertion and adaptability. So wherever you're taking action and you're remaining adaptable, versatile, flexible, however you want to say it, it looks like it's whatever you're doing and however you're expressing yourself emotionally, you're communicating about it. I just heard throat chakra. All right, so if you're speaking upon something here and that's where you remain assertive, it looks like you're balanced. King of Swords. All right, so speak. Speak how you feel. Speak what you want to come into action with. All right, it could be heavily focused on the house of self, and then heavily focused on where you're, I want to say traveling, okay? Because the 3rd house is all about travel, but it says adaptability. You're open to the changes that are taking place here. All right, and you're making progress with the 3 of Wands, Sun in Aries energy. That is this. All right. So it's almost like you have the power to slay the damn dragon. All right. You have something being negotiated in the background as well, because your heightened intuition is leading you there. Let's get a little bit more on that. So that could be like a business deal, some sort of marriage guidance that needs to take place, or you could be in the energy of focusing more so on gaining lots of rest and rejuvenation. All right, the World card. You know that something's coming to an end. It's a cycle that's closing out overall. All right, Saturn just shows that you're disciplined, you're structured, and I see that things are moving slowly but surely in the direction that they should be. All right, moving in that direction, possibly making some plans for the near future, with which pathway you're going down here, and where your brand new beginning is going to take you, and whatever you're passionate about. Okay. I see you having a win there, 6 of Wands. I see you pulling in lots of abundance, prosperity, long-term stability, and also soulmate energy coming in as well. All right, let's clear this out. Okie dokie. These cards are like a little sticky this morning. Rise and shine, you guys. You said, what's for my Taurus, my sister? We'll see. Should I do like a short little all signs for you guys for this collective? That's funny. All right, let's see here. If you're concentrated on something, protecting your emotional energy is going to be the most significant. You have important things to say. You got a lot of knowledge about it. Okay. You're doing something out of generosity, Saturn in Leo. You could be doing something for a good cause. This could be you placed in the public eye to bring an announcement, all right? You seen as a leader overall. There could be you teaching children something, all right, and remaining very optimistic while doing so. There's fire energy here with Saturn and the moon. So this is like a father figure, mother figure, yin yang balance type of energy here. You're probably one that lives more of like a practical life. That's interesting because I just saw the sun come out with the 9 at 10th houses, and now I'm seeing the moon. All right, so you embody both masculine and feminine energies, and you're able to utilize this and do something out of generosity. It may feel a little bit dramatic to others. Maybe it's because of something that you do creative with Venus in Leo's energy, but it kind of feels like the more restlessness you are with it, the more you're flattering your people to bring their lives into order as well. So it's almost like you're building status. And as you build status, you're building your enterprise at the same time. And there could be a lot of people wanting to come in and criticize you and or your spiritual beliefs. All right, because you're putting this more so in the public eye and you're having a victory with it while the moon is in Scorpio at its most powerful energy, heightened emotions at its fall. Okay. That's what I see. So remaining patient, you're meant to bring order into the workplace. I just saw Jupiter in Virgo. You guys know I love my astrology. I'm going for it. Rise and shine your eyes. So it says, insofar as none of us could ever access the full picture, therefore completely knowledgeable, we must interact with others to listen and to share our own ideas. The qualities of these interactions is inextricably bound to the quality of the communication methods used. We learn that linguistics have a great importance, yet so too does the technology that allows the exchange of words, the printing press, the telephone wires, and the internet, for example. So if you are changing any type of communication, it's probably going to be with what it is that you have to speak about, possibly more preferably through the internet. I mean, we're no longer talking on the phone, right? Or tapping into the printing presses. I mean, the news is always on TV, right? Or we always get those newspapers that head out, but more so everything's online now. Okay. Let's see. All right, so we got 10th house here. All right, this has to do with your career, your public life, your reputation, the direction that you're heading in overall. It is the medium Koli. So this would be like your life purpose at this point in time, moving forward. Heavy on the Capricorn, it's given leadership positions. All right, Pluto's here. I'm seeing Saturn, interesting. So I'm seeing like the ruling planet to Aquarius's energy and the ruling planet to Scorpio's energy. So Saturn's in Pisces, Pluto's in Aquarius. That's a semi-sextile energy. So there's a lot of discipline, obstacles, and boundaries that you have during your transformation or quote-unquote your rebirth, okay? That's showing like heavy discipline, all right? Because something around your life is like everything falls down to be built back up and it makes you stronger, okay? It puts you in this leadership position overall in the house of Capricorn. Cool. You have the ascendant here. So this is all about your appearance, the first impression that you make to the world, the mask that you put out to the world. It shows that you're a strong, independent person. All right. So not only does Saturn rule over Aquarius, but it also rules over Capricorn. Okay. Let's see. I see sextile energies here. So harmony, ease, and compatibility. We won't see a sextile up until tomorrow with the moon in Scorpio. With the moon in Sagittarius over to Pluto in Aquarius. So the moon in Sagittarius acts as you to be a little bit more optimistic. If Uranus is coming out, I'm seeing that there's revolutionary changes that are happening. Uranus will have that opposition to that moon in Sag tomorrow. All right. So that moon in Sag, obviously, is going to continue to ask you to be adaptable to changes. And here we are with medium Koli. All right, so this is your midhaven, the direction that you're heading in, the reputation that you build upon, and how others see you. I'm seeing the ascendant and the 10th house, which is a square. All right, so there could be tension on this is my career and this is who I am as a person. You know what I mean? This is like the first impression that I want to make to the world. And it either works for you harmoniously or it's going to cause some sort of chaos. Uranus is chaos. All right. Chaos because of the changes that you're making and how disciplined you are in the transformation in your life. Okay. Big deal. All right. So Cancer's energy is here. There's expansion and growth there with Jupiter. So you could be more nurturing, sensitive, caring, resourceful in the home environment could be of significance as well. All right. Or there could be prosperity and abundance that is being called within the home environment. All right, so maybe you find something to do regarding the career, all right, in your home environment. So it's kind of giving me the opposition of like the 10th house and the 4th house. I think we kept seeing this over and over. I was even catching those numbers like on the clock. So that could be a heavy significance for your medium Koli opposing the Imam Koli. It's like that opposition is making you confront something about yourself, some sort of inner child healing. Is this the direction that I'm supposed to be going in? It's, again, the mother figure, the father figure. Are you in balance? All right. Major transformation. And then supermoon is here. So we got luminosity, intimacy, and or hyper awareness. Your emotional state is definitely heightened right now. Even if we're not in like a full moon energy, we are coming out of an eclipse that took place in Pisces, and we're now Saturn's retrograding. There was that conjunction. All right, so you're hyper aware that there's disciplined energies around you. There's obstacles that you have to overcome. There's boundaries that you have to keep up with other people. And it's all within the emotional state. So I think the biggest thing right now, because the North Node is in Pisces, Saturn's in Pisces, Jupiter's in Cancer, there's Mars that is in Scorpio. All of these water energies, they're bringing heightened emotions up that you have to continue to deal with here. Big deal. All right, and then I'm seeing equinox on the bottom of the deck. So there's a major shift that's taking place. Your commitments are changing. You're integrating yourself into new things. And I just saw Aquarius under there, and where we obviously know Pluto's now in Aquarius. So anything that you do that's innovative is going to be transforming your life. Okay. All right, so did we see that energy already? We did, where the Sun and Libra trined over to Pluto and Aquarius. All right. Libra is all about balance. It is about harmony, diplomacy. Okay, so this has to do within any type of like relationship, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's platonic, whether it's a romantic relationship, whatever it may be. There's going to be changes that are happening in the energy. Big deal. All right, let's get out of this. All right, let's get into TD. What's the energy like? Who else is here? Give me a wave in the chat, y'all. Let's see. See May, so Taurus and Gemini. Second and third houses could be of significance here. You have secret admirer. Could be a Taurus, could be a Gemini. You got opportunities or windfalls coming in for you. Now, these are houses of like your value, your self-esteem, all right, your confidence, your money, your possessions. Third house has to do with the way that you think, all right? The way that you're socializing with others. If you are communicating something, more than likely it has to do with the media, all right? If you're traveling anywhere, how you getting there, transportation, that type of thing. There could be opportunities within those specific areas. All right, I see misunderstanding and persevering, and you're overcoming a problem. Okay. There's a meeting with a stranger that could be of importance. So I see you shaking hands with someone. That could definitely be a business opportunity. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes in regards to new career and or a job. So maybe you know somebody that can help you out here. All right, maybe this person hasn't come into your life yet because they're not meant to. Not just yet. It says you're going through a transformation. Maybe not right now is not the time. Let's see. Welcome in, you guys. It's a fair man meant to come in. Someone that has like light skin, blonde, gray, white hair. Could be an older person. Someone that's fair though. All right, changes in your life with the energy of the moon. So the moon in Scorpio, depending on where your placement is. Typically the moon is in my 10th house, so I definitely seen the 10th house come out. I'm in Aquarius. The moon in the 10th house is at its detriment. And even in the sign of Scorpio is at its fall. So there could be like heightened emotions right now. All right. With things that you're trying to transform overall. And it could be where your reputation was, you know, distorted in some way. Or you're trying to find the pathway in which direction you're supposed to be heading in here. I don't know, but this fair man's coming in. All right. Major changes. Seek out information that's going to help you. Be careful. Do not take any risks. And I also see financial pinches. All right. So we spoke about money. All right. Resources. New home, new attitude. Maybe you need to move somewhere. Whoa. Show me May. Taurus, Gemini energy, second, third house energy. So in May, typically we see, what's that? Full moon in Scorpio possibly. And then full moon in Sag. So again, we're looking at where the moon placements are right now in opposition to these specific energies. In May, there's this bad health. So maybe you're in bad health with traveling somewhere or gaining resources or having some sort of problem with possessions. You have a secret admirer here. Somebody's stealing from you, whoever that secret admirer is. Show me the opportunity that's coming in. Message of concern. Maybe that's the concern. You need some sort of opportunity. Now you meeting with someone. Could be a stranger. Could be important. Some sort of unexpected income, possibly for a home. I see using your intuition to make a beneficial change. Marriage. Who are you committed to at this time? Maybe that's the person that you sent a message to. Is it this fair man? Light-skinned person. Again, blonde, gray, white hair. Someone older. Not that old, but I mean like maybe mid-30s, mid-40s. Somebody wants you to travel to them or journey to them. I see the train here. Show me changes in your life with the energy of the moon. So something could be affecting the emotional state because it looks like someone has taken something from you. All right. You need some sort of great fortune moving forward. A lot of sudden wealth, actually. Maybe that's what you're trying to attract. Show me you seeking out information that's going to help you. I don't know. There's something here about high honor. All right. You getting some sort of promotion, possibly in work or how you're elevating overall. That could be a major concern for somebody. Maybe it scares someone and they just kind of want to pay you out and like, listen, all right, let's just get married. I don't know. It's weird. What's this risk? Yeah. You would have to change locations, change to a different community or something like that. All right. But right now you're dealing with some sort of financial pinches. Somebody's at Red Lobster. Just kidding. So the main female is going through financial pinches right now. All right. But you kind of know who to call on. That's what it's giving me. Yeah. Big despair. Someone left you out in the cold. Left you down. Despair, poverty. And something has to end here. Big deal. All right. Big, big deal. Official person is here. Message. Distant horizons, child. There's a warning. Is what I feel like. If you're going through despair, poverty, and or you're at the end of a situation. All right. It looks like there's an official person coming in the near future sending you a message about a child. All right. Expect to go to court. Exactly. Okay. Your pathway is about to change up. You need to get your money right. So this wealthy man is concerned about what you're doing regarding your occupation. Let's see. Do I want this one? No. Someone's fighting over the pathway that you're on right now and how you could be winning, all right? How you're successful. Let me run that back real quick. Hold on a second. Somebody's very concerned about this. We're trying to create a challenge for you overall. All right, show me the May energy with Taurus and Gemini, second and third houses, bad health. So if you're trying to attain your resources and you do anything in the media, if you are, I don't know, if you're traveling at this time, you're limited with money. It could be that you work for a business that involves like transportation, local community, something like this. You could be struggling. All right. Or your secret admirer is fucking stealing from you. Weirdo. Fucking weirdo. I can't deal. All right, Two of Pentacles. This person's trying to remain in control of you being in bad health by taking from you specifically. All right, so they're having their accomplishment, their achievement by holding on to what's yours almost. Show me the secret admirer energy. Could be a Capricorn. It could be someone that has a position of authority. Because again, that official person is coming through with a message in the near future about a child and how you're going to be expected to go to court. Okay, so just understand that this is where this is going. Show me the secret admirer. Maybe they're making something difficult for you so that way they have a reason to pull you into court and say, oh, okay, well, because you went and got a new job, now you got to go pay out money for a child. Something like that. Okay? Show me the secret admirer. Craziness. Yeah, it's the Capricorn for sure. Okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Show me the opportunity and or the windfall, and that being the message of concern. Five of Swords. They're being cunning. They're lying to you. All right. Talking shit behind your back. Trying to do something and win at all costs. Something like this. Okay. So if they're being deceptive, all right, or they're telling lies on you, it's because they don't want you to achieve whatever it is this opportunity is. So they're saying, we have a better deal for you. We have unexpected income coming in from this wealthy man. We're going to give you this money. All right. And this is going to be a stranger that you're going to meet, and you'll be moving forward with this person. It's to line you up with where they want you and where they can control you. Let's be clear. All right. Page of Cups is here. I don't know if you do something creative. All right. Or if this person is coming in with an apology like, oh, my bad. Here goes this money. They want you to collaborate with them. That's why. Okay. So, again, it's the Capricorn or someone that has a position of authority, or you have unexpected income coming in from something that you do for work, that you love to do for work. Let's be clear. You have a position of authority here, and you could have creative skills. You could possibly be an intuitive. I don't know. All right, because it says use your intuition to make a beneficial change if you're committed to this in marriage. All right, so if this is heavy about work, resources, finances, you do something regarding the third house. Communication, transportation, something in your local community. You could be a teacher. You could be a public speaker. I don't know. It has something to do with siblings and cousins, your neighbors, whatever. That's your opportunity. They want you to use your intuition to make a beneficial change so that you can accept this new opportunity. Rather, they were being cunning behind your back, or you're surrounded by someone that's doing something cunning behind your back, because that's the message of concern. Okay? Somebody is like talking shit, lying on you, or just making it seem like they're trying to win at all costs. All right, so here's this fair man. All right, in regards to some sort of journey. Okay, so again, vehicles could be of significance. Transportation specifically, third house energy, Gemini. All right, let's see. Show me this fair man. All right, the death card. Something ended with that person. Something transformed with that person. All right, but they're watching you, or they're keeping an eye on you, or something like that, having a victory somewhere. All right. Maybe they want you to travel towards them. So again, this is like changing locations, moving to a new home, new attitude, something like that. All right. Let's see great fortune. What changes in your life? So maybe that's where you experience, you receive some sort of sudden wealth. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Again, North Node Pisces, this would be part of your destiny. I don't know what that person has anything to do with it. Interesting. You're being guided to go back to a Scorpio or a Pisces or a Cancer. The Hermit is here. Yes, that's what it's saying. So some sort of changes that are going to happen in your life, or you being connected to this water sign. All right. If you're being guided to go towards this water sign, then it's going to be your water placements. Maybe they fall in. I keep getting that message too. Your water placements could fall inside of your earth houses because this is all about your money. So it would be like the second house, the sixth house, and the 10th house. This would have to do with sun, moon, risings, Gemini, Libras, and or Aquariuses. That's where your win is at. That's where your money is at. That's where your career is at. Something like this. All right, so if you seek out information that's going to help you, you end up getting into some sort of position of high honor. Again, you will be seen as like some sort of authority figure here. Judgment. It requires for you to have some sort of ascension or you reconciling with someone in order to change locations and step into your power to overcome this financial pinch. Show me you taking a risk, because it's saying you're taking a risk by changing locations. The Sun. With the Page of Pentacles. You would have to start all over again? Yes. You would legit have to start all over again. But that's your brand new beginning. So don't take that risk. Somebody else has a better offer for you is what it's coming through as. Show me the main female and the financial pinch. Knight of Wands. With the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. You're already on a journey that's like lit, literally. Like you're in the right pathway here. You do something in the public eye. All right, you're very confident in what you do. You could be seen as the High Priestess, and you're very assertive in whatever this is, but you're having a financial pinch there. So despair, poverty, and coffin. Let's see. Despair. Seven of Swords. There are people being deceptive behind your back, keeping you in poverty possibly. Wheel of Fortune. Something changes in your favor, and then you get the happily ever after. 10 of Cups. All right, once something transforms and or ends, all right, Tower moment. So again, whatever is being destructed around you, Pluto energy, Mars is energy, it's so that you rebuild and start from fresh, from scratch. That means like your home, your vehicle, your children, your entire life, your health, your job, your everything. Fucking major Tower moment in your life. That's what it's given. See what I'm saying? Pluto and Aquarius. That's what it's given. Major Tower moment for the star. All right, it's so that you could have your brand new beginning. But this official person is trying to come in and say, well, listen, the message is in the near future, you got to focus on this child. All right, and it looks like the expectation is your ass is going to court. Okay, show me the official person. It's your past person. I don't know if this is the person that you have children with. Okay, show me the message. Nine of Swords. Something's supposed to keep you stressed out, anxiety, fear, worries, all right, whatever that message comes through with. Again, something about you having to make a decision. That was the whole Mars and Gemini we saw earlier with the heated argument, that type of thing. Show me in the near future with the distant horizons. Two of Cups. You're supposed to come into alignment with a soulmate. Who's this child? Three of Cups. Your opportunity up here says you need to use your intuition to make a beneficial change. The reason that this person is coming back around and trying to send you a message and trying to create some sort of depression, anxiety, and worry for you is because you have a soulmate connection coming in. Could be a Cancer, but I'm feeling like whatever you're birthing new, it has to do with how you're utilizing your intuition. That's what you're already invested in. That's where your money's supposed to come, but you're patiently waiting for this to build up. Seven of Pentacles is a Saturn and Taurus energy. Again, it speaks about ostentation. Someone knowing that whatever you're investing your time, your energy into, it feels like you've already put the long and patient work in, but you have to wait for it to grow, right? But what this is saying is that other people could be scheming against you, or this could be a large financial commitment that you have to remain dedicated to. Okay? And I see you having other options. So that's what they're saying. Like, don't take a risk. Because what you're happy and what you're doing already is here. But you're dealing with the financial pinches. So maybe you need help from someone financially. All right, let's be clear. So this could be where you're investing in something. You don't see the illusions behind something, or there are other options out there. That's being communicated to you. Or that's where the sudden change is going to take place. Okay? So yeah, they want you to remain like assertive in that direction. But it's going to kind of like piss you off. So if somebody knows what you're investing in and they know that there's other options out there for you, they're going to try to make a change in your life, which is going to make you upset. It's to have you involved with that court issue, whatever that may be. all right, to put a burden on you. It's almost like someone doesn't want to see you win. It's given that type of energy. They want to see you start from scratch, all right? And that's the restriction of it. There it is. That's the authority figure, right? Wanting to keep you bonded and or trapped in fear somehow, some way. Don't be afraid. All right, you're the fucking empress. You know exactly what you created. They don't want to see you win. They want to keep you in bad health and take from you. That's what it's given. Show me the courthouse and the expectation here. See what I'm saying? You could be the mother figure. You could be the one that's creative. You could be the one that is building something for yourself so that you have long-term stability. All right, because apparently someone else is trying to hold money over your head. That is the truth. You're the empress. That's the truth. All right. And I see they want you to experience losses, Saturn and Pisces. They want you emotionally withdrawn. They want you to leave home. They're like, well, if you go over here and you leave to this new home and you get this brand new job, look at this energy. You'll be great, right? But it's whatever you've invested in already, they don't want to see you win at. Let's be clear. All right, they want to see you take a loss. But they're like, oh, but there's new love over there. I don't think you're focused on that. Oh, but you've experienced heartbreak. And so what? You're strong out here. They don't like that. All right. So it kind of feels like you just kind of have to wait for your ships to come in and see how this is all going to play out for you. Okay. Let's see. So they want you to go back and reconcile with somebody so that you can claim that you have some sort of stability. If you don't, then what's forced to happen is that person is making you go to court. Let's be clear. To put some sort of fear in your heart so that you push yourself in a different direction than wherever you have already invested. That's the message. Because it says, oh, you're broke. You don't have anything. You can't provide for yourself. But you have some sort of gift coming your way. That's what people don't know. Something like that. Or maybe that's what you're meant to think. Or you're meant to be delusional thinking you have something coming and you really don't. All right. Okay. Ooh, this world is a fucking shit show. Crazy. Adjudication. How does that work out? Main female and pathway. That's what's being adjudicated. The main female's pathway and whatever pathway she chose to go on. How does that work out? Looks like it works in the feminine's mature woman. Mature woman actually just fell out in reverse. All right, so the adjudication that's happening with the masculine, I would imagine the one you're going to court with, whatever that may be. The mature woman is here in reverse. I don't know if she seems to be a problem in this energy. That keeps coming out as well. And I see family room. So it came out in reverse like this. Mature woman in family room. Someone doesn't want you where you are. Something like this. Okay. Show me. That's why you have to move. See? They don't want you seen as a privileged lady. So if you were in connection to this masculine energy, the one that wants to take you to court, or it's coming through that your pathway here, there's a mature woman that doesn't want you in the family room or at home, or doesn't want you to be seen as a privileged lady. They want you out of there. Change. Okay. Let me get answer oracle. I don't know where we're going with this, but let's go for it. This could be an old acquaintance that you have to go meet up with or something like that, or it just kind of feels like a deja vu type of energy with someone that you know from the past. Maybe you feel like someone owes you something. All right, it's like an old debt. Show me adjudication. Crazy. Your destiny is being called out here. How you're being shackled to something or holding responsibility over something, or your road being stopped. Because the main female's pathway is open. It's calling for transformation. I see nothing but butterflies on there. All right, it's like light on the other side of this, but it kind of feels like something's unfair for the main female. because of a mature woman, and someone doesn't want you to be seen as a privileged lady in their home environment. They want you out of there. But your destiny is calling here. That's what judication is all about. So North Node in Pisces today, okay? With this moon in Scorpio. Show me the main female's pathway. I feel like it's being held back for some reason. So the exchange of information, disclosed information, or some sort of inquiring information, that's your pathway right now. Third house energy, that's the way that you're supposed to be obtaining your resources or something. All right, something having to do with transportation. Did I not say it? It's information exchange, communication, transportation, your local community. It could have anything to do, involvement with siblings, cousins, all right, neighbors. If you're teaching something, if you're socializing to a group of people, if you're holding a group meeting, something like this, okay? Somebody wants to chat to you about delivery. All right, maybe you're supposed to be in delivery service. Been there, done that. All right. Okay, so that's where your inheritance is, maybe. Or maybe that's where you're being escorted to go. All right. This is crazy. Show me this mature woman, family woman, privileged lady, and why this all fell out in reverse. I'm seeing the number 12, 21 in opposition. Okay. So the Hangman and the World card. And I'm seeing the Lovers. There's a decision that needs to be made here about something ending and why things are held back. Somebody needs to gain perspective here, and I feel like it's this mature woman over them not wanting someone to be a privileged lady. That person's gossiping. They're the one that's starting the bullshit, the rumors, the speculation. They're starting shit. They're slandering this person's reputation, their character, whatever. It's very clear. Very, very clear. All right. It's like they want something to come to the deadline with whatever this person does in the public eye. They're on TV somewhere, online somewhere. They're finding like synchronicities that are taking place, and they're like, whoa, we can't get that out there. Right? I'm not trying to show you guys the cootie cat. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So the mature woman, there's a lot of gossip about this and why someone told them, that privileged lady, to leave the home. That's what the gossip's all about. Let's see. It's like, bitch, spill the tea. Come on. Somebody's life is transforming. It's the main females. Yeah, they want this person declines. It's like sundown for that person. You see what I'm saying? That situation is already like fading out. Like, why is that even still an issue? Okay. Maybe you're no longer in a home environment with a mature woman. Something like this. All right. Maybe this is part of why something's being adjudicated and why your road seems to be shackled at this time. See what I'm saying? You're on a journey already. You're like making progress on your journey, on your pathway. Once again, here it is, the main female on their pathway. All right, there seems to be the chat about delivery or transportation or the exchange of information, how your inheritance is supposed to be coming in. This is so old already. It feels like it's literally rumors that are going around with this energy. Okay? Something feels old as fuck. Show me the change here. So maybe the change happens here in the month of September. I see the number 9. Yeah, giving up on a previous plan, releasing old patterns, embracing change, and clearing the way for renewal. Like, why are we still dealing with this? Pack it the fuck up, get on the plane and go. Get on the train and go. Get in the car and go somewhere. I don't know. It's giving me that. Look, pack it up. Go. Bye. Right? Why are we still dealing with this? Because it's causing someone here bad health. Or bad health for the child. Maybe that's what it is. Okay? See, that's the message of concern. This could be affecting children, rather, with someone just being a fucking hater and wanting to slander someone's character or their name or whatever. All right, and it's kind of leaving the entire family to step into poverty, something like that. Okay. Show me more on giving up that previous plan. You have to trust here how you're going to be supported. There's respect coming to you. You're doing something out of sincerity. So again, if you're doing something out of generosity, and you're teaching children or you're doing something for a good cause, They don't want to respect you. They don't want to respect you. Feels like a very, like, a catty fight. You know what I mean? It's because you're over here creating with the universe and shit, experimenting new things. And this person has nothing going for themselves, 10 o'clock on the dot. You're in the direction you're supposed to be. You're painting your future. You can almost envision it already. I feel like your determination is at an all-time high as well. Yeah, you're being guided. Where to seek out help. A miracle is on the way. You got some sort of like reinvention in your energy, or you're having a brand new beginning because you've transformed. You sought out some sort of evolutionary change in your life. And it showed Uranus's energy. All right, so I don't know where your Sag and Gemini placements are, but when the moon steps into Sag and it opposes the energy of Uranus and Gemini in retrograde, there's a review there of you having like a major change in why all this chaos is happening in your life. You're being guarded and or protected as well, so don't worry. All right, it's like a guarantee. I don't want to say it's a guaranteed win, but something will be fair. I mean, the sun is in Libra. Mercury is in Libra. All right. Yeah. You're seeking harmony and order. This is what I'm saying. You want some sort of peace in your life already. You've gone through your reflection period. And it looks like you are in alignment. Okay, so I don't see what the big fight is all about. Let's clear this out. It's like somebody wants control over your pathway. Who the fuck are you? What? That's what it's given. That's what it's given. All right, so this person's spirit, or their, let's call it an entity, they're fucking like weird as hell. Literally weird. So weird. So, I mean, you've got all this brand new stuff heading in your way, and someone doesn't want to see you moving on. They want to, like, continue to drag this out. You said intuitive and funny. You said what? Sun, Gemini, Moon, Sag. Welcome in. All right, let's see what the angels say about it. So, widespread communication of feelings and thoughts. Moon in Scorpio at the 14th degree. So telephone men or telephone linemen at work are installing new what? Connections. All right, so the attachments, it says higher intelligence is responsible for lower. It's like, get your mind right. Why did I just hear get your mind right? I'm cracking up. Get your mind right. What? So something that goes beyond the mind, it requires feelings also, is what it says. All right, so divine warriors out here with the 10 of Cups confounds the wicked and brings victory and peace. The 10 of Cups is a Mars in Pisces energy. All right, so it looks like you were remaining assertive here and bringing something back into alignment before a brand new beginning is what it's giving me, right? 10 of Cups is like the happily ever after. God, master of the universe is what this card says. You're like the divine warrior out here. That's what it is. Craziness. I see eloquence gives answers to those that are in doubt with the King of Wands. God, the merciful judge. So again, King of Wands holds position of leadership here, has lots of wisdom and knowledge, and is meant to be seen as a spiritual teacher. You do it with eloquence, my love. Okay? Archangel Michael, the Chariot, perseverance, success in conflict, and overcoming adversities. I like it. This is Archangel Michael, who is like God. So you're like the right-hand man God or the right-hand woman of God. All right, you're the divine warrior out here. Confounds the wicked. I don't know. I was speaking about that word yesterday, and as soon as I hopped off of my live, the movie Wicked popped up on my YouTube feed. So I guess I should watch Wicked today. I've never fully watched that movie because it's so long. But that could be of significance, the movie Wicked. All right, the Page of Pentacles is here. God sung above all, loyalty and allegiance. Friendship and reconciliation. So maybe you are reconciling with someone today. A specific friend. Someone that you know has a sense of loyalty. All right. Or maybe there's someone from the past that you know that you can go to receive some sort of help. All right, reconciling with that person is of significance. Strength is here, the raising God. So loyalty. Delivery from those who seek to oppress and brings in victory. You got a lot of victory out here. You got victory and peace. You're overcoming adversity here. You're doing it with eloquence. You're giving answers to those that are in doubt. All right. And you're going to be reconciling with a specific friend. Okay. When are you going to do another song reading with the throwbacks? Those are fun. What kind of throwbacks? The R&B throwbacks? I know you guys love when I sing to y'all, but apparently I can't make money off of that. King of Cups, God seeing everything. Restitution, finds stolen objects and discovers the person that's responsible. So whoever stole something from you, I don't listen. I don't want nobody stealing shit for me, okay? Now, if you're stealing from me, that's a problem. All right. Restitution, you're receiving that back. Okay, it says God sees everything. The person that stole from you or has taken from you in any way, it could have even been emotionally. I see the King of Cups out here. Obviously, King of Cups, North Node, Pisces today. Whatever was supposed to be part of your destiny, don't worry, it's going to be replaced. Okay, or there will be held responsible. The Empress is here. God, Father, and the Generous. It says fertility and fruitfulness assures peace between married couples. All right, so if you are married to someone here, you could be finding that the energy is a little bit more exalting, okay, rather than feeling like you're at a quarrel with your person. All right, could definitely be feminine energies as the Empress is here. And the Chariot kind of gives me that Cancer energy. Maybe it's like in the home environment. Nine of Swords, the comforting God. Purification, protection from the impious and religious sentiments, okay? Nine of Swords is that Mars and Gemini energy, and where there could be like heated arguments, that type of thing. Something's going to be purified in today's energy. I like it. And it kind of gives me the trine over to the North Node Pisces. Three of Wands, the God of hope, construction of the universe, helping with great works and protection from adversaries. All right, so you have protection around you. All right, you're doing your job here if you're helping constructing the universe in some way. Rand said, hallelujah. All right. And then we got the Ace of Wands, the patient God. Fertility and multiplicity, protects against despair and help one be patient. So again, if there's someone that's in the lack of patience in your energy right now, they need to be helped, okay? It's like if you're having some sort of victory and peace and you know exactly what's going on and you're trying to give answers to those that are in doubt, you're supposed to be in this energy of loyalty right now. Restitution, whatever was taken from you will come back to you, or they're going to be held responsible for something. All right, and then it kind of brings in some sort of peace in between couples as well. All right, you're doing great work here. You're in this energy of purification, and fertility is heavy here, so feminine energies. You're in your yin. All right, you're in your yin. You could be receiving your crown today. I see this woman bringing in a crown with the Ace of Wands. All right. Be careful of snakes in your energy. You know what I mean. What else do I see here? Someone needs assistance. Again, if this is you, you need to reach out to someone that you know that you can go reconcile with. This is a loyal friend. And I see the Knight of Wands here. So protection prevents prevents discovery of secret crimes and saves exiles. The Three of Wands. Love and submission cures illnesses and influences paternal love and gives long life. Okay. It almost feels like Spirit is forcing you to go seek out assistance from someone that you know you can rely on, someone that's loyal to you. All right, because you are the divine warrior out here. You're doing something for a great cause. You're bringing a lot of victory and peace in, but it looks like you have people working against you. I don't know why. But we got Archangel Michael out here. He don't fuck around. You got a lot of protection around you at this time. Okay. For my feminine energies, I need to bring this out for you guys because I feel like you're here heavy. Okay. 10 on the clock. I just realized today is the 25th, so I'm seeing High Priestess and the Hierophant. Your spiritual union is coming in today. I see Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. 9th house energy could be of significance. So a spiritual connection that you have with someone here. Heavy on the Jupiter placements and Cancer as well. Jupiter and Cancer is exalted. You have opportunities coming in. All right. Safety is here. Freedom from hurt. Someone tried to hurt you? That's fucked up. All right, maybe you need a hug today. All right. Yeah. Number 16 is the Tower. Somebody tried to create a tower in your life and you're receiving love on the other side of that. Safety, protection. All right, and you're going to be free from hurt. I'm seeing solitude, withdrawal from society. Maybe you're going to be spending a lot of time alone. Okay. I see the number 6. That's lovers. All right. Sisterhood, community, strong connections. Maybe you need those around you that support you. All right. Number 1, I'm seeing it could be an Aries or the moon in Aries specifically. I see them hugging the moon. You have a sense of protection in your energy. It could be connected to kindred spirits overall. What else? So freedom from hurt, you need safety, solitude, all right, and sisterhood is here. All right, maybe you're going into solitude and removing yourself from situations that don't serve you. If they're not part of your community or you don't feel you have a strong connection, you're going to protect your energy. All right. Forgiveness, releasing anger and resentment. I see number 31. So I don't know if you have a pet. You could be spending time with a pet today. Okay. Seeking out forgiveness and meditation. Maybe you're going to be prayed up today. All right. Wishing that something works out in your favor. Okay. Yeah. There's some sort of either anger that you hold within that you're trying to release, or you need to feel that someone accepts, you know, your apology and your forgiveness. Something like this. I don't know. Progress is here. So if this is about yourself, this is about your development. You're in an advanced condition right now, it says. The moon cycles are going to be of significance overall. So we just had that new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo. We're going to have a first quarter moon in Capricorn. So again, 6th house, 10th house energies that has to do with like your health, your reputation, your public image, the direction that you're heading in life. There's a lot of things changing here. And I'm seeing 21. It's given the World card. So there's like an ending of a chapter and the brand new start of another one here. I mean, the moon is waxing right now, right? We are in a, what are we in? A waxing crescent moon phase right now. Yeah. Up until we see this first quarter moon, which is in the next, I don't know, a couple days. It's happening on the 29th. So we got the next 4 days. We're in a waxing crescent moon energy right now. All right, so there's a sense of like your commitments being tested in connection to how you're making progress with something. Moon in Scorpio is tough. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're in the right direction. You're moving towards what you desire and you're receiving guidance here as well. So that pathway that you're on, maybe you're opening yourself up to forgiveness. Maybe you're making lots of progress. And you're spending a lot of time alone so that you understand what it is that you feel, using your own discernment, having protection around you at this time, all right, and possibly needing support as well. Let's see. Harmony is here. Yeah, you're seeking balance and peace into your life. Spend some time out in nature if you can. All right. Feet down on the ground, in the grass, in the dirt. I don't know. Go by water, something like that. Sand. Yeah, you're seeking peace for sure. All right, if it's in the home environment, you only want peace. Nighttime could be of significance. Maybe sitting outside while you can like look at the stars and the moon and enjoy the breeze. The fall time is of significance, which we are in fall at this time. All right, the trees here in the background. Tranquility and acceptance, it says. All right, there's, I feel like we're releasing overall. Heavy energy of like releasing. Okay. It's here. I see romance. I see grounding. Are you seeking romance? Do you feel like someone that you want to be devoted to here? It's going to help you bring some sort of balance into your life. I feel like the focus is on you right now, though, not on someone else. All right. So you have love and attraction. You have being in the here and now. You are in this energy of like sacred worship. So you're devoted to spirituality. And then you have balance with spiritual and physical steadiness. This is what it is. You're on a spiritual journey. So whatever makes you feel like a sense of safety around you and how you spend your time in solitude, this is how you're going to progress, keeping things in harmony, opening up yourself for forgiveness, being at peace, and finding that sisterhood, that community of people that you resonate with. All right, I think that's the message, you guys. All right. Well, where are we? Yeah, we got to go. I'm going to get into community chat in a bit. All right, we're going to look into transits. Let's see what's happening today again. Looks like everything starts popping off later on this afternoon around 5 p.m.-ish. All right, we have a Sesky quadrant over to Neptune and Aries at 12:39. I'm seeing mutable energies there. 12th house, 3rd house, 9th house. 12:39 with the moon in Scorpio, semi-squared over to the sun in Libra. Okay. Yeah. The moon starts going void, of course, tomorrow at 1:45 p.m. up until 5:38 p.m. until we ingress into that moon in Sag. So, the last 5 degrees of the moon in Scorpio, it speaks all about passion. Okay, it says our natural caution is replaced by the trust that we can find whatever we need wherever we go. And even on an emotional level, we can build safe space through projection of personal atmosphere, awareness of, and the expectation or expectation to satisfy our deepest yearnings, engenders intense emotional focus whose power cannot be ignored, and allowing such wildness to be expressed, even if in a measured way, reveals something of our darker passions. There's something happening here, you guys. I don't know what it is, but it has to do with you tapping into what is your passion. One more card from the angels and we're gone. The 3 of Cups. Fame and renown influences commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. I would imagine you've gone on some sort of discovery here where you have to share that knowledge with someone. 3 of Cups meaning you have heightened intuition and you're the right hand of God. I told you. Love you guys. Catch you on the next.